Muthuselvi from first.
Just a minute. Yeah, you can start.
Yes, sir. Good evening to all. I am Muthuselvi from First MBA, here to welcome all the participants for today's National Science Day celebration 2022. Today's topic for session is innovation and technology. Innovation can be intangible as opposed to technology, which is tangible. You can even apply the innovation process to your everyday life. A technological innovation is a new or improved product or process whose technological characteristics are significantly different from before. To know more about this, we have with us today Mr. Balaji Thiru, founder of Village Tech School and Tamil Robotics Club, CEO of UST Robotics Pvt Ltd. Welcome you, sir. I also welcome our beloved director, Dr. AGV Narayanan, faculty members and students. Now I invite Mr. Kaushika from First MBA to introduce the speaker. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, all. Mr. Balaji Thiru, born on the 13th of May 1989 in Tamil Nadu, India, earned his BE degree in Mechanical Engineering from Anna University, Chennai in 2011 and his MTech in Robotics from SRM University, Chennai. Triggered with his genuine passion for robotics, he has been dedicatedly working in the domain of robotics for over 10 years, igniting the knowledge of the student community. He has so far filed 5 patents, 2 of which have already been published, and developed 3 commercial teaching products. He is currently heading a village technology school and Tamil Robotics Club in Chennai, where he has been raising robotic awareness among kids and teachers for more than 3 years. He has given presentations on robotics to over 1,000 government school students in person and over 3,400 students online to encourage the younger generation to pursue careers in robotics. He has also trained more than 250 teachers from both public and private institutions. He also served as a mentor for several institutions and schools. Moreover, he has more than 100 papers published in prestigious national and international conferences and journals. During 2011, he completed a Tamil Nadu State Council for Science and Technology funded government project on solar aircraft and unmanned aerial vehicle design. For his unique efforts on robotics or aircraft design, this budding researcher has also gendered the Best Project Award and the Young Scientist Award from numerous organizations, as well as 4 international awards for his research projects. The All Council of Robotics and Automation has awarded Village Technology School with the best use of AI and robotics for Startup Award. Besides addressing students and faculty, he has created a number of educational-based robots products in addition as a result of his extensive research and earnest attempts to share his expertise and educate future generations. 3 books on robotics have also been published. For his technical presentations, he has journeyed to the USA, Japan, China, Malaysia, Singapore, and Taiwan. He has been interviewed by local TV channels, magazines, and some leading dailies. In terms of his entrepreneurial endeavor, his Village Technology School has already formed a partnership with 7 other companies to collaborate on the development of robotics related products and services. I have been invited to participate in 2 startup companies. During the epidemic, we have signed MOUs with 5 universities or institutions for faculty mentoring and establishing laboratories in their campus. You are always welcome to approach his organization to help your institution or organization for providing required education robotic kits, teaching your personnel, and establishing a laboratory. Everyone is always to welcome to contact his Village Technology School for assistance in providing essential education robotic kits, training your personnel, and developing a laboratory for your school and organization. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaushika. Now, let me invite speaker to take over the session.
So, can audio go?
Yeah.
Take over, sir?
Yes, Balaji, you can take over the session.
Okay, fine. First of all, good evening to all. I think it's a great, today is a very great day of our Nat Science Day. Okay, it's very much I interested to this presentation today. I have discussed in innovations and technologies, especially for the upcoming trending in artificial intelligence and the robotics, especially this business and startups and innovation products. We'll discuss this webinars. Personally, I share with my journey first. After I go for the in my experience and the presentation. Just to see about my a small video on village technology school's journey.
I think
Sir, we are not getting audio. Sir.
well, we are not getting audio. I think.
Sir, wait.
Oh.
Okay, finally, again, the video playing again and finally.
Okay.
Okay, what about innovations? Innovations to give the grassroots level to the give the problem can solve it. That's why innovations to give the solution for perfect society oriented problem. So it's called the innovations. So two things that define the innovations, like innovation, invention and innovations. Inventions are defined as create the new products or inventions. What is called as inventions. But innovations is defined as the particularly one technology to create a modeling system. It's called the innovations. That's called the innovation. This especially our one technologies to compare with the innovations, but it's innovations developed with the help of the technologies called the innovation in technologies.
Sir, you are sharing any slides? Sir?
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Oh, compare with the innovations with the technology for the robotics related is my special area. Then I developed the one product, also startup idea. Okay. The one scientist in biochemistry, scientist, not in the robotics. Okay. So for robotics, Asimo. Asimo is is non-engineering degree holders. He's a novelist of biochemistry scientist. He's a direct from the scientific fiction novelist. He expressed for his life it creators. So he's the robotics. Okay, what about the basic about the think about robot and the robotics? Robot.
I think
No, he is having some network problem.
network issues. Yes, sir.
Sir, Shamir sir has joined.
Yeah. Good evening, Samir.
Sir, good evening, sir. Nalla irukkinga, sir.
Fine, fine. I think I shared the link. I am not sure whether I forgotten or not.
இல்ல சார், நான் தேடி பார்த்தேங்க சார். லிங்க் கிடைக்கல சார், அதனால தான் சரி ஜாயின் பண்ணேன். ஆக்சுவலி 7 o'clock வந்து இன்னைக்கு இந்த மீட்டிங்கும் இருக்குங்க சார். டிஎன்எஸ்டி மீட்டிங் இருக்கு. எனக்கும் பாலாஜிக்கு இருக்கும் சார். பாலாஜி வர முடியாது. நான் எனக்கு 7 o'clock வர சொல்லியிருக்காங்க சார். சரி, இருந்தாலும் சரி பாலாஜி விஷ் பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னு நினைச்சு வந்தேன் சார்.
Okay, okay, okay. So is there?
Okay.
Sir, can continue, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, Balaji. Good, continue.
Yes, two things. Robotics is one of the interdiscipline concept, like mechanical science, electrical science, and information technologies. Everything to combine with the study about all the robotics. But robots is a particularly one mission is a woman power. It is a robots that represent a sense, think, act. These are three elements of the our robots. This is a basic of default of it is called the sense, think, act. This is a representation of the interdiscipline of CNC, so computers, the machines and sensors. It's the every elements to integrate the one machine is called the robot. He is the father of modern robotics. He is the old. It's already seen the on Asimov is the old father, but father of modern robotics, George Devol. He is one of the great scientists in Russians. He is 40 patents holded. Is never ceasing. There's a continuous equals to the revolution in the way of the impact with the world. First, industrial robots invention that introduced by the Unitop, so material robots. The performing the basic of one welding and carrying the toss and was introduced by the 1961. It is a Unimeta. So first these are industrial robots paid by the factory operations. Like it is a Unimeta design to be used in on production lines. So everywhere. So need to be automations of thousands of problems is solved. Okay, generally the three types of robots classifications. It's natural combined with the first of all the air based like it's called as a drone. Next on the unmanned ground vehicles, land based on vehicles. It is a you see that autopilot concept, the tractor, and then good car also land. Next the underwater vehicles, unmanned surface. It is called as a three major classification of the robots. Okay, what are the applications of can be used nowadays in the robotics particularly? So a lot of applications can be used. First of all, the major role of healthcare related. What is the healthcare? So to occupy our robotics technologies is healthcare. First of all, animechatronics like biotronics. So replace the human hand, anything like 3D printing based upon to replace our hand. So of artificial heart also to implement our healthcare related system. Next on the medical related caring system. You see that food delivery in hospitals, COVID care, and teleoperation concept, and then surgery operation. So every to occupied then the quality life for entering the robotics, particularly in the healthcare.
Balaji, sorry for interference. Your voice is cracking. I think you have some network issues. If you can switch off your videos, and if you continue your presentation, I think the voice will be good.
So now, if okay, sir.
Now its voice will be better. Otherwise, video is also not visible. Video is like standstill, and we are not able to see any movements. Okay. Also. It's better you can continue for some time unless your network issues are okay.
Okay, not an issue, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, next on the transportation logistics. This technology is Google also. Google car is implementation nowadays with autopilot based upon. This particularly for the is launched in many companies. Is a Telsa. Okay, autopilot with an entering the world in next 2 years after autopilot concept. Next on the logistics. Logistics is the Amazon's already launched in the Walmart. Next, the structure examinations. This concept to technology to so you see the dog robot. The dog robot can carry out the weapons in US defense areas. Okay, this company first introduced the supercomputer based upon the robot developed. Next one, extraneous explorations. You see that 2004 in NASA is sent the Mars rover. This called as advanced microcontrollers developed the space robotics. You see 2 years before in Chandrayaan 2 projects is the same concept in robotics. With the integrations of 3 countries collaborated to develop the one rover in China, Russia, Japan. Okay, but unfortunately it's a failure as a landing problem. So space robotics upcoming is dominate our space technologies. Next on the rescue on the such operations robots. This technology is particularly for the human disaster or natural disasters. So building the collapse, you can see that the surveillance purpose of the human living. So especially for the disaster management to completely take over this technologies robots. Next is the defense and the public safety systems. You see that now war already is going on situations is can use the everyone the unmanned system like terrorist operations, unmanned encounter system, drone is piloting, everything is automated. So this concept is already implemented in the US, China, and North Korea, and then Europe also. Next, environmental monitoring works. Environmental is a big problem of nowadays, but is the essential to quality of monitoring. Quality of monitoring the animals. This environment monitoring as a especially for forest areas to surveillance the animals. Next one, the agriculture robot. Agriculture robot is especially for the 155 countries is research is going on, especially Australia and US and China and Japan. It is create the more invention from the this field, like our automated tractor, driverless tractors, crop monitoring robots, and seeding robots. Every to develop the countries. Major next versions recommendation for the agriculture robots impact to the society. So next one, the home service robots. Home service robot, you see that high robot is already many homes in the home cleaning purpose. Home surveillance robots and pet robots also used in European countries. Okay, what are the types of robots inventions and technologies? Generally, there are 5 types. One thing is industrial operations based, like Cartesian robots, that's a cylindrical, spirituals, scalar robots, autocalates, parallels. Next one, the wheel based. How to move that robots? It's a single wheel or 2 wheel or 3 wheel or 4 wheel or 6 wheel or traced robots. It is called the wheel based on robots. Next one, the legged robots. Legged robots first introduced about that company Honda in 1966, I think. So he's developed the super intelligent humanoid robots. First, tripodals, quadpodals, hexapodals, so many legs are introduced. Next one, the special purpose robots. Swimming robots. This swimming robots introduce the same dynamics, the fish, the dynamics interface in the mechanical the concept introduced. Next one, the flying robots like boats, robotics balls, there's a swarm robots, there's a modular robots, micro robots. Thus, micro robots introduce the surveillance purpose of defense. So nano robots for the especially in medical cares is the cancer cure about that concept. Next one, the soft robots. Soft robots is used for the industrial for small can use the small application based. Next, the snake robots and the crawler robots and the hybrid robots. Hybrid robots means 2 platform integration, the land robots or flying robots. You see that taxi also, like a yellow taxi. These are all basic components of robots, like mechanical sectors, a lot of mechanical systems like worm gears, face gears. See that small gears, the spur gears, and the internal annual gears, pick and pinion gears, bowel operations, bowel gears, helical gears. These are all default of both every robots. These are all major components of electronic systems. It's like a microcontroller, like ultrasonic sensors, IR sensors, sensors, Wi-Fi's, Bluetooths. So different types of another camera also. So one of these sensors. Okay, now is the inventions and technologies to elaborate it. You see that last 2 years, robots are real heroes of the human life. Coronavirus, COVID speed up the technology based. So robot to replace the human workers in the various field. So lockdowns have made the humans more comfortable with the idea of connecting remotely. For better or worse, so robots are going to replace the many humans their job. That COVID as an outbreak is speeding up the process. People usually say that want to have human elements to the interactions, but COVID has changed that the situations. That robots will integrate to totally integrate with change about the future economies coming the deciders. Humanoid robots, where is used the applications major. So first of all, entertainments, houseworks, medical and care, and future educations, arts, and research and rescue operation. What is a professional service robots? So robots picking items from their warehouse is going to be a common sight. So of course, the almost 1 million robots expected to be solved for the enterprises uses in 2020. But half of them will be the professional service robots, generating more than the 16 million remunerations, 30% more than the 2019. Market for professional service robot is growing much faster than the industrial robots. If recent trend are signed, the professional service robot may pass the industrial robots in terms of units. 2020 to the 2020 is increased, but professional service robots some market is a poison to the surface the industrial robot markets, but fueled by a new development in 5G telecom service and artificial intelligence. So professional robots are more recent. Market strategy is something only the last decided. Industrial robots and professional robots, what is the difference? The different things you can see. First, difference amount have very different growth strategies. First, consumer robots and entertainment robots. Low in revenue but high in numbers. It's called the customers robots. There are two largest and growing the customers robot market size. Customer service robots is designed for the tasks such as vacuuming, moving the lawn, and washing the windows. To minimum like millions units in the 2009, but now the percentage from the 19 to 18. The entertainment robots made toys made in the Asian countries. Some of which are sophisticated, solid for the 4.5 million unit in the 2019. The percentage more to increase. Is social distancing accelerate the demand for the robots technologies. The companies are large or small are expanding the how they use the robot to increase the social distancing and reduce the number of staff, and they have to physically come to the work. So robots are being used to perform the roles which has workers cannot do from the home. For example, the Walmart's Americans' biggest retailers using the robot to script the floors. Robots in South Korea have been used to measure the temperature and distribute the hand sanitizers. So many areas, Georges and restaurants offering the takeaway are using the more of robots. With WHO, ICMR as insights of social distancing measure the robot way to in the great demand in the world, and now also India is demanded the technology. Humanoid robots in the Indian hospitals. First of all, why using the humanoid robots? So to replace the nurse or doctors, the distributing the floors, sanitizing using the sodium hydroponic solutions, carried out the temperature checks and have facial detections capabilities, helping the examiners, the patients, and other procedures to can follow it, thereby reducing the exposure to the virus. Arranging a video call with the doctors in case of any emergency situations to help the collect the data from the patient through the interactions sometimes and the session for hospital to the anywhere in the world. Increase the demand for robots. COVID-19 is increase the demand for robots. Yes, exactly. The time is a very demand for the robot has increased due to the COVID as predicted by the UK based in data analytic from the global data. So companies that makes the clinics and the sanitary products have been has seen the demands also. The UVD robots. UVD means the Danish manufacturing of ultraviolet light disinfection robots. It's already developed the Chinese company. It's shipped in the hundreds of machines to hospitals in China and Europe. What are the challenges in robotization in all the countries? First of all, the logistics is a major lacking the challenges, the movement and the transportations. Next on the supply chains constraints. The concerns about laying the complete on robot. Is it possible to access the potential health situation by the robots like without the human interventions? Monitoring and tracking the data collections, all others capable of the robots. Yes, humans are social beings. That is natural for us to seek the interactions. So gathering the trust from the patient to go to the touch the passion to go through robotics process during Linux is a big challenges. So requires the education as they are learning the power for end user to be have consolation through a robots. But nowadays is a alarming of challenges. Yeah, 2015 forecasted from the Bank of England that the use will launch 15 million jobs to the robot to the replaced. Yeah, 2018 poking is steady states 1/4 of all the US jobs had high risk of robotizations. But World Bank is 2017 estimate that robots would take over the 600 million jobs nearly by the next 10 years to occupy the 600 million jobs. Exactly, yes. Whatever the maybe survey, so robots are going to be the need to occupy all the areas. What are the features? Yes, so what are the features? Innovations come and technology integrates. What are service roles where to occupy then the persons in need of to offer lessons or guidance is about what about tutor, teachers, lecture top also replaced. Assistant professors job can be replaced than the robotics. Robots are going to be replaced school teachers, fitness trainers, and financial advisors. The instructor, advisors, or screen does not need to be a real persons. Just it should think at an active one. But big technology companies like expanding to uses of artificial intelligence, both are like Facebook, and Google are relying on artificial intelligence to remove some incorporated posts. Since it is a company's human contents, it's a moderate and review certain things from the home. You can solve the artificial intelligence. Robots respect and believe the humans to have an edges to those jobs, but there is a brief fading of the fast. 2017, the Miskin reports predict a third of workers in the US would be replaced by the automation and the robots by the 2030. But COVID has changed the timelines. The deadline occupied the COVID this time. Now it is a real appointment to the humans to the, now they want to integrate the technology to the world to outdated. What is the artificial versus human intelligence? Whatever the advanced machines and the technology might become, a human brain is faster with a more cognitive capabilities. Human could make a depend on compared with the robots because they are made of the small flashes rather than the bolt and the nets. Indian robots market landscape. India has only 3 robots for every underwork. 10,000 workers, 3 robots occupied the Indian systems, but it's growing the very fast. So around 2,600 units that were installed in the 2060, but 2072 installed the 3,400 units. But nowadays it 4,000 units in the 2018, but estimated to grow the 30% of the cargo from the 2019 to 2024 to increase the next 2 years. But what are the companies like key players in India like Kawasaki, Kukas, Hyundai, Fanuc, ABB, Kawasaki, and the Whitman and Star Automation that dominate about the industrial robots in big shots. So Kuka, Hyundai, Eska accounted to the 40% of the total market share in the 2018. These are market players is especially focused more on the particular applications like weldings, dispensing, material handlings, and applications. Indian industry robots markets primarily dominated by the application segments such as weldings, material handling, and painting, assembling, several things. You see that everything, I think you see that Nissan car companies, everything is automated, A to Z. Small native to automation to end to covered in car assembling device also. It's automations, everything. If you want anybody to visit, please to go visit in Nissan car factories. I will arrange the one of trip for the MBA students. Okay, I have associate in Nissan Orakkadam. Okay. Okay, partnerships and mergers acquisitions. In June 2019, so Wipro Infrastructure Engineers is a partner with the Anva Robotics. It's a South Korean based on the companies. So corporate business in India. Corporate means like a collaborative robots. Is a robots intended to interact with the humans is a shared workspace in physically. In July 2019, Lockwood Martin's US based on aerospace and defense company has signed the MOE with the 3 startups from the India. It's the Terraros, Mobilities, Sastra Robotics, and Nanotech Technologies also. This startup will integrate the Lockwood the Martin supply chains and to revaluation of both the Indians and the globally aerospace and the defense in India with the products. Top robotics companies in India. First of all, Zero Range, Kuka, Fanuc India, Systematics, Sensible Robotics, Bari, Defective Robotics, High Technology Robotics, Sastra, Asimo. These are all is dominated for our 10 Indian companies. Popular robot in manufacturing in India. See, every robots companies, especially for one domain to selected, especially for our core related, like Sastra Robotics being the robotics manipulators that can mimic the human actions. This is a special categories of our startups. Sasta products is automators like a human machine interface, the testing platforms. So being the advanced touch screens with the voice commands and hand registers the feedbacks. So testing hand is the HMIs. Shasta also developed the fastest touch screens the testing the robotics arm. You see, it is a headquarters in Kochi. You see that you search for the Shasta Robotics. Next on the grid bots, based upon the Hagamada bots. Grid bots work is in the field of nuclear space and industrial robotics. It's a developed robots that can be used for the inspections, links, the cutting operations are difficult to reach the space within the dangerous research and manufacturing capabilities. Grid bots deploy the robots for almost all segments of industries. It's a target in the international markets. Silences Solar is an incubator in the IIM Lucknow. This company is manufacturing the waterless settings control the self-powered robots arms, automatic cleaning of solar models. With India's rising the water sectors, challenging in manually or traditional methods of cleanings. What are the maybe cleanings of frequencies? This cleaning systems offer solar plants for industrial using the solar panels. Systematics companies as based on a startup or produce the robots for the traditional mentalist fatigues or hazardous tasks that human labor still is suited to performance. Orange Robotics is based upon the create the robot for the warehousing, the automations for collaboration. The Indian e-commerce gained like Flipkarts are providing the warehouse or the automations. These are all the robotic startups in India. India also have 5 companies that develop these icons, robotic solutions. Asimo Defatics, 12U2 robots, Milgro, Mukunda Foods, Robotics Alive. Future of robotics in India. Asian counterpart in Japan is Indians robotics industry have taken off limited to the manufacturing sectors. However, the rapid transformations, advancement in the robot sectors. Sectors in India come as refreshing the development of technologies landscape. India, one of the strongest growing economic among the Asians immigrants markets. Indian industries are rapidly moving towards automation for increase of productions like volume, accuracy, safety to build up the industrial automations for increase the product supply and the domestic manufacturing. But the Indian industrial robot markets were they evolved 4,500 units in 2018, but now it's estimated to grow the 30% from the 2019 to 2024. Further, the meeting automations need the recently 2017 the Indian markets installed the 30% of more industrial robots compared with the 2016. But industrial robot manufacturing are now considering the India's prime destination for the product sale. The perfect this time is the alarm of perfect among of artificial intelligence, machine learning, IoT, the like Internet of Products. Robotics will undeniable by the take on scores of jobs currently in the take over the human's life. But COVID has facilitated to accelerate the robotation in India. So particularly professional service robot in the industry big dominate the nowadays. These are all industrial the estimate industrial robot markets forecast by type by application by end users. These are all hardware systems like hardware controllers, drives, sensor, bolt and nets, software service. By type, these are all types means pure based on industrial oriented robots. Next on the applications, welding, the packing, palletizing, material handling, assembling, machining, pallet melting, pressure die casting, machine tends others. By end user, who is the user? aerospace, defense services, electrical electronics, banking, insurance, automobile factories, food business, governments and non-governments, manufacturing sectors, automotive, telecommunications, energy and utilities, particularly healthcare and education also. Okay. These are all my innovation. This especially is my presentation over. Especially my presentation related for robotics technology only. Okay. If you want you ask the robotics technology or business something, so ask me. I clarify your doubt and some startups also. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Balaji. It's very informative. You just given everything about robots, types of robot applications. Is my voice audible, Balaji?
Yes, sir. Fine, fine.
Yeah, okay. And in the meantime, you mentioned about cobots, right? So technically, how cobots and robots are different, and in what way?
Cobots is to increase the interface the physically one person to occupy some spaces.
Okay.
Your what are the thing give the inputs to act the same. It's a cobots. Cobots introduced in Chennai is one of company to increase one robots at 10 lakhs.
Okay. So the cobots can be both cobots and robots uses intelligent automation, right? Intelligent.
Yeah, not in intelligence. It is industrial robots, not in intelligence. If you want to give intelligence, it's customized.
Okay. So both, I mean, cobots mostly we can find applications in industrial
and education.
Education. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And as I received a message through WhatsApp in the recent past, China has developed a humanoid robot, right?
Yes.
By using, I think, plastic, or I heard that complete. And the robo intelligent answers whatever the questions raised by human beings. Is it true, Balaji?
It is 5 years before I can develop the many humanoid robots, like especially for the feedings also. It's possible. It's a true and message.
Okay. Right. Okay. And in management, as we have told about the application of robots in warehousing and logistics. Okay. And we came to know that in China and Alibaba, right? Alibaba is having a warehouse of completely automated warehouse, and we have seen a small video even long time back. It says all the robots will be going there and picking up the goods and just coming out of there. But you can see it senses and there's no collision. So such kind of warehousing automation is possible in India, or already companies have established?
No. India is not implemented, but try to some Reliance or Adani try to the next 5 years to implement the Adani groups or Reliance. But it's dominate our warehouse logistics in Amazon. Amazon is implemented already in US.
So in India, the robotics, especially in warehousing, only the partial automation is done, right? Not
fully it is not possible. It's a cheap the manpower is in India, so it's not possible everything that fully automated is not possible in India. It's a US is mostly the no manpower.
Okay.
It is a major problem of US.
Oh, manpower, non-availability of skilled manpower. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So I'll have some questions, but I will open the floor for students, and if they have any questions,
sure.
Students, you have any questions with respect to robotics or artificial intelligence or machine learning? Any questions? Ajay Ram?
So,
yeah, any questions with respect to supply chain logistics?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
You have previously mentioned that robotics are replaced in manufacturing industries and other industries. It leads to an unemployment. Like it will affect the economy, sir. It is if there is any other way we can survey on industries, or everything will be occupied by the robotics, sir.
Yeah, actually, you first consider the not affect the human jobs. Okay, it is a pure on increase the human life quality of life to increase our automation used. Help of is the example. You see, people to thinking that automation occupied the human jobs, right? But it's particularly not possible to increase our moreover. Job in related automations related now, okay, but I think it's not a problem, okay. So occupied your job, but dominate the technologies, especially the robotics, so dominate the human lives.
Okay, sir. But we have if we want to have equal to the robot, we have to have some skills. Some people, sir, will have only the experience, not on the knowledges. So how can they serve in this industry, sir?
No. It is actually artificial intelligence robots it's give the your skill to feed the data. So possible to the every robot skilled like super intelligence skilled the possible.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Yes. Any other questions? Magalingam?
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So I'm Ditya, currently pursuing MBA at DJ Academy, sir. So my question is, what are the challenges that are faced by industries by adopting robotics? Because you have mentioned that from the past 2 years, companies were adopting the robotics. So is there any other challenges that the companies have faced, and how did they overcome those challenges?
Actually, challenging is some of lack of first of all, you consider robot ethics. Okay, this challenges is overcome. You think about the basic ethics, the robotics. It is possible for the every applications. You consider the as ethics. If example, industrial robot is why choose the industrial robots? The manpower strategy. So consider for the ethics and develop the one robot. So okay, so every application same concept is derived. So ethics also can follow, like especially the teaching job to replace the robots. This is not an ethics. Okay, is this challenge is overcome is not not possible.
Okay. Okay. Now I think Magalingam.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Magalingam. Please switch on your video and ask.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, good evening, sir. My name is Mahalingam, first MBA. So my question to you, sir, could you explain more about robotics role in forestry and environmental sector, sir?
Yeah, forest is you see that animals surveillance is like a drone also. Land robot can animals monitoring, say live or our day to the animals calculation, climate changes, climate monitoring. It is already implemented.
So how far are we using in our India, sir?
India, it is now it's now for the small trial and error is going, not in implemented, but trial and going. You see that Japan to implement it.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Rohit, you can switch on your video and ask questions. Rohit? Rohit, are you there? Yeah. Yes.
I'm sorry, sir. Good evening, sir. My name is Rohin. Sir, can you share the most challenging project you have worked on, sir?
What?
Can you share the most challenging project you have worked on, sir?
I challenging in agriculture related robots. Agriculture is implemented autopilot concept. So now we are doing my team.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, Gokul.
Sir. Sir. Good evening, sir. My name is Gokul from First India. My question is, what challenges did you have overcome at the beginning of your journey?
Oh, my journey. Okay, I think wait 1 second. Basic from I will started my robotics career in 9th standard. So the time I have some of model to make an scrap level to introduce in school level competition. I have received the national awards. So increase next level to go for the, in colleges to unmanned aircraft like a drone in 2009 to implement in the defense areas like solar aircraft. I have received in the government sectors. Science and technology, I had to receive the funding and then young scientist at that time, like 2010. Okay, this is a past our journey. I have many R&D products I have developed, like especially the defense, agriculture, educations, and the past 10 years of working the same field. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions, students? Okay. So, Balaji, as you said that it's because of robotization, people, it leads to unemployment. Okay, one end, okay, may lose jobs, or but the other end, they've been saying that if students can learn about artificial intelligence or machine learning or robotic technologies, okay, because robots can be designed or fine-tuned by human beings only. So it leads to more jobs in that area. Okay, because any technology so far we have come across so many technologies, but initially it leads to some unemployment or job losses. But finally, you see, you can see some opportunities in that sector if you focus on that emerging areas, right? So
Yeah,
your opinion on that? And
actually, it's a more vacuum. This field is the experts. No experts from this field. Mm-hmm. Now still are many technology outsourcing like any technologies, but India is more vacuum in the experts in India and especially the south. So most of IITs or other institutions robotics is done. It will go for the other countries. That's all. Okay, but demand is every day is a demand. Especially the machine learning, so AIs, algorithm based or derived application is no one. But so next 2-3 years, the more demands exactly is already they have the statistics.
Okay. Students, if any other questions? Okay, if there is no questions, we will wind up the session. And now let me invite Dharnesh Balaji to propose vote of thanks. And before that, personally, I thank Balaji having accepted our request on behalf of DG Academy and spend your valuable time. As Samir told that you have some other program, but despite you shared your valuable time. And please visit to DG Academy for Managerial Excellence, right?
Sure.
In the near future. So we like to have some offline session or workshop session like demo of robots or
how to start the robotics startup in the live session like
okay, right. That we will arrange in the near future. Okay. Yeah, so now I think all the offline we started the offline classes and offline guest lectures also. We hope that we will have it in the near future. Okay. And maybe before August, definitely I will look into that. Okay, thank you. So Dharnesh, you can propose vote of thanks.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Good evening to everyone present here. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. I, on behalf of DG Academy of Manager Excellence, I extend a very hearty vote of thanks to our speaker, Mr. Balaji. Thank you, sir, for your thought-provoking and interesting speech. I wish to express my gratitude to our director, Dr. AJV Narayanan, for providing encouragement and support. I extend my sincere thanks to teachers and non-teaching staff for organizing the event. I further extend my wholehearted thanks to the students from our college. Once again, I thank all for your cordial cooperation. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Balaji. Thank you all.